It's late today. Hope y'all are having a great day. It's supposed to be really warm. It was very warm this morning, but it's another day in paradise. So here we go. We have sold 84 homes. That's 42 a day, and you know that number will just increase as we go through the month. And we have 25 days of inventory. That's a good thing. 47 homes just listed under $400,000 and 1,053 single-family homes available under $400,000. And there's a total of 3,230 homes available single-family. So I think life is good. I think everybody's good. We listed 121 homes yesterday, and y'all put 135 under contract. Fantastic. We closed 77 deals. And life is good. We have 956 sold homes. I think I made a typo there. There's 956. 956, and available is 505. That's correct. And of course, we started tracking the non-owner occupied sales. And yesterday, I think we sold about 31, which brought the July to September number up. And we're selling about 43.4 homes a day to non-occupied homeowners. And that results in 31% of our sales. Hey, Karen, good morning, my love. How are you? Good to see you this morning. So not a lot going on. I didn't change the median yet. I will get to that. And we have some interesting stats to report about that today. So let's get on with that today. I'm going to hide our little stat sheet. And 19.1% growth in detached properties appreciated far faster than attached properties at 10.7%. Well, we know that's probably the way it is here. You know, in other cities, there's a lot of duplexes, triplexes, fourplexes, different styles of homes. Then we have the majority of single families here. So anyway, the highest growth was in Twin Falls, Idaho at 40.2%. And then with Bend, Oregon following close behind at 35.4%. So Idaho and Arizona were the two states with the highest increases at 34.2% and 26% respectively. So when you look at this, the single family combined percentage change in market condition indicators are telling us that, let's take Boston. So Boston year over year percentage change is 11.6%. And the forecasted change is 3.3%. And their market conditions are just about normal. So when you go down to the first overvalued area, it happens to be Denver, Colorado at 18.4%. They're forecasting 3% growth. But now you'll see over there, they say, let me put this back up here. There you go. Now you can see it better. They're talking about an 18% growth. So that they're overvalued. So Houston at 9.7. Now they say they're overvalued, but if you look here, CoreLogic is saying that they're going to decrease by about a percentage point in price. So that's an interesting stat there. But right now they're overvalued. And then let's look at Las Vegas. Now we know that we've increased 18%. We showed you every day. You've seen the trends. And we're forecasted to grow 4.3%. But right now we're overvalued. So we may continue to be overvalued. And of course, when you do these percentages, you have to remember you put all the data in the barrel. So this is in comparison to the United States, not just these cities. Then you go to Los Angeles, and this is really quite astounding to me, but they've had almost a 14% year over year percent change in value. And they're forecasted, just like us, to have a 4.3% increase in value in the next 12 months. And they're saying they're normal. So what does that mean? Probably that's typical for Los Angeles. And again, I didn't do these statistics, so I'm not sure exactly what the data that went into them was, what the criteria was, but I just thought that was a very interesting stat for Los Angeles. Miami's overvalued, 11% year over year change. They're forecasted to continue to increase prices And in the next 12 months, it's going to increase another 4.6%. So they're overvalued. And then we have Phoenix, Mesa, Arizona, and Scottsdale. Look at this. Unbelievable. They have increased 27%. Wow. That's an amazing number. 27% in 1 year, year over year. And I can remember a year ago, actually, in this summertime, when their homes were some of their homes were a little bit cheaper than ours. And now, guess what? No, they're more expensive than our homes. Now, that's good for us, not good for them, because when people look at moving to a warmer climate, they look at Arizona and they look at Nevada. So now if they're looking at Arizona, they may say, wow, these prices are way up. And they're forecasting another percent increase in the next 12 months. So obviously they are overvalued. And then you come down here to San Diego and Carlsbad. They've had a 22% increase, and they're forecasted, look at this, to increase 11.5% in this next year. Wow, if I was an investor, I might look into that. Of course, I think their median price is 800,000. So yeah, you got to think of that too. But they're normal. They're not overvalued for that market. And then Washington, D.C. area, they've increased almost 14%. They're they're going to grow 3% in the next 12 months, and they're overvalued. So CoreLogic predicts that as low numbers of listings prevent many from buying and the market stalls, growth will also take a hit in the near future. So unlike with past, when we had bubbles, values are not expected to decrease. You hear that, y'all? Values are not expected to decrease. And this is from CoreLogic. And so why is that? But there's going to be a slowdown on the horizon. I think we all realize that. I think we all feel it. But an increase of only 3.2% is predicted across the country by next June. So what does that mean? The values are going to continue to increase by 3.2%. They're not going to decrease. There's no bubble here. We've talked about that, constantly. And when Jimmy and I teach our CE classes, that invariably comes up. Now, the pandemic sparked an increase in buyer desire for lower density neighborhoods and more living space, both inside and outside their home. So Dr. Not Half, he is the chief economist at CoreLogic, and I'm sorry if I pronounced his name wrong. Not Half, I think it is, or Not Half. He said in a prepared statement, and this is a quote, everybody. He said, "Communities with single-family detached houses fill this need. Detached homes had the highest annual growth in June since the inception," listen to this, "since the inception of the CoreLogic Home Price Index in 1976. So we're looking at, over 40 years, and we have had the highest annual growth in over 40 years. Oh my goodness, that is saying something. And I'm not so sure that how many of you were in real estate when we did have the bubble, the bubble of the century, right? In my mind. And I mean, prices just plummeted because it was a house of cards, basically, with the mortgages and the people not having any equity in their homes, and interest rates being high and prices being inflated artificially. So we don't have any of those things going on right now. So I think that perhaps we've had an adjustment, and because from 2008, let's see, let me put my chart back up here for just a second. Let me put my chart back up here. If you look, look at the home values back in 2011, $120,000. For now what you're paying $398,000 for. And so they were very undervalued then, if you look at it from that perspective. So we've had like 10 years of those 40 years to increase in value. And we've had a lot of things happen in on our throughout our country to make that happen. And a lot of it has been good economic growth. So let's hide that, and I will let's put this chart up here one more time. And what I'm going to do, everybody, I'll post it in the group, and I'll also post the quote from CoreLogic. And Veronica Bondarenko is the person who posted this information, and she's a real estate news columnist, and she's very good. So I will, maybe I'll go and get the whole article so you can read the whole article, because it's really interesting. All right, so we talk and we talk and we talk about, growing your business, and we're going to segue into that now. My YouTube team takes the first part of my show, splices it from this part, and makes it a short show for people who just want the statistics. And then for the people who want the whole enchilada, we do that as well. So today I'm going to start, doing something I never did before. Why not? But I figured that was the best way to show you what I want to show you today. So, hi. Looks like my kids messed up the couch over there. Let's see here. We want to, I forget they change things sometimes. I'm going to show this in the stream. Where is it? Not there. Okay, so that's not it. Remove that. And let's see. I want to share my screen with you. And let's see if we can find it. Window, main window. Hold, please. Away. Let me put it back up here. Not sure sometimes why things happen, but they do. They do. All right. So this is the screen I want to share. Hang on, everybody. Go back here. Don't see it. Okay, so let me see if I can find it. Again, we'll try it one more time. Window. Main window. Chrome tab. It's not a Chrome tab. It's my entire screen. Share the audio. Won't let me do it. Won't let me do it today. I wonder why. I was working earlier. Well, let's see if I can't get through this. So how well do you know the fundamentals of real estate? Let me see if you can see here. I thought it was all going to work so beautifully today. All right. So we have that. And so let's see. Oh, yeah, it's interrupting itself. Not sure why, everybody, but let me get back to here. Let me try it one more time, see if we can get it to work. The window, there it is. Okay, main window, share. All right, I think we can work now. So I think I have to go back here and do solo. Hold on. Showing the screen. There we are. I made it work. I get so excited. Okay, so here we go. And here I am. Okay, thanks for hanging in there. I think we got it. So how well do you know the fundamentals of working by referral is what we're going to talk about today. And it's a little quiz. And in order to succeed in any business, you have to learn to master the fundamentals. And while tactics come and go, the fundamentals are the core business principles that will never change. And that's why it's important to stay current with real estate training, no matter where you are in your career. Now, we do the 100 Days to Greatness, and we have people that have been in the business 10 years come to that class, and people that have been in the business, just a few months come to that class. So to put your knowledge of the fundamentals to the test, we're going to take a little quiz. just to have a little fun today. So what is the purpose of a pop-by? Is it A, visiting a client's home and hanging out? Is it B, avoiding conversation with your client? Is it C, thanking the client for their business with a small gift and a brief chat? D, giving an expensive gift. So what does everybody think it is? Well, let's see what we say here. Well, it's C. So a pop-by is an unexpected extra that should be a staple of your real estate lead generation strategy. And what is a lead? It's a qualified opportunity. The online leads are just prospects. They're not qualified, right? But a pop-by is an unexpected extra that should be a staple of your real estate lead generation strategy to get qualified leads, qualified opportunities. So the point is to thank the client for their business with a small yet useful item: coffee cups, snacks, wiper fluid. Remember the mustard relish and ketchup. Just catching up with you. Want you to know I relish our relationship, and I can cut the mustard when it comes to real estate. I'd love that. So I'll also cultivating a relationship. So if they aren't home, just snap a picture of the object on the porch, send it to them saying that you stopped by and that they might want to look on their porch because there's a little gift there for them. So beware of the plop-by. That means stay standing during the meeting and avoid going inside. That's the plop-by. I love that. So what you want to do is can we have a chit chat? So that's sometimes a good idea to take a little bit of food too, because hey, I brought you a couple muffins here and thought we could sit down and have a cup of coffee or something like that. But it should be short and sweet, and it'll often lead to a referral. And you know what you have to do? You have to do the Mayor campaign. Oh, by the way, if you have a family member or a friend who's interested in buying or selling real estate, I'd love to be the agent that you refer them to. Now, here's a second question. Okay, so what is recommended goal setting formula? What is the recommended goal setting formula? Well, is it WISE? Is it SMART? Is it the Buffini method? Or is it SHRP? Is it WISE? Is it SMART? Is it Buffini? Or is it SHARP? What is the recommended goal setting formula? So setting goals is important. And the answer here is B. And it's called the SMART goal formula. And it stands for specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-bound. Specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-bound. Now, the attainable and the realistic, those are things that you will eventually, let's say, once you employ this goal formula, over time, you'll know what's attainable and what's realistic. So in the beginning, these might be estimates, but still, over time, you will know what's attainable and you'll know what's realistic. And this is the best way to structure income and personal goals so that you achieve them in a timely manner. And we have a goal setting worksheet that we're going to post in the group for you. It's very simple. You can do your own. It's simple, but give you a guide. Next question. Why should an agent rank their database? Oh my goodness. So A, to identify top referring clients, or B, to know who to pop by, who to write, and who to call. C, to track the status of your qualified opportunities. D, all of the above. I love the all of the above ones, right? It's like Jimmy and his depends. Answer is D. So the client rankings range from A+ to D, which stands for delete, by the way. D means you haven't heard from them, they're out of here. So there also is an O category reserved for online leads because they have to be nurtured a lot different. You can't pop by an online lead that lives in California, and so many things that you don't have a relationship with them yet. Referral maker. So you have a referral maker. Hopefully that's your CRM. And that's where you would put these categories, A+ to D and O. And your goal is to convert your online leads to C's and then ultimately into A+ clients. So if you have the referral maker, it allows you to rank clients according to their system and helps you accomplish all of these activities that are mentioned above. So it's very important. And I always tell people a database is not just a list of people with addresses. A database has to be classified like, where did you get them? Was it an open house? Was it a referral? Was it from your farm? And that's your source. And then you want to group them. Maybe you want to group them into my ABC farm versus my XYZ farm. Maybe you want to group them into rentals. Maybe you want to group them into sellers. Maybe you want to group them into buyers. But the reason why you group them and you source them is for retrieval to accomplish a certain objective. So you have to reverse engineer when you look to categorize and group your clients, because you want to be able to retrieve them. A+ clients may be the people that have given you referrals, that will continue to give referrals to, and they might be the people that get invited to your client appreciation party, along with maybe the A's. And then you do testimonials at your client appreciation party, and you send it out to everybody in your database. That look what my clients are saying, because when you give an appreciation party, what do? You video the people saying testimonials about how great you are to work with, or whatever they think. Like, you went above and beyond. You helped them find the dream home, and it was an arduous task, but you did it. So anyway, those are the reasons why you rank clients in your database, is to retrieve them for a specific objective. Now, an item of value gets sent to your entire database. True or false? True or false, everybody? True or false? True or false? Where'd it go? False. An item of value should go to your A+ or A or B clients, basically those who send you referrals. For agents with larger databases, we recommend narrowing it down to your top 100 people. Everybody in your database will receive the e-report that goes out on the 15th of the month. Now, I have some mixed emotions about, or mixed ideas, mixed thoughts about the e-reports. I think if you have, I think you should have 500 people ultimately that you're sending items of value out to. And yes, it costs money. I know, postage and printing and things like that. But I'm a member of Buffini's CRM referral maker, and he sends me 100 items of value every month, because he believes in this. He believes that you narrow it down to your top 100 people. So he sends me 100. But then we go on to make several more hundred. And we are continuing to do that because we are continuing to farm. And in this market, it's a little more difficult, I will tell you, than in most other markets. Las Vegas is a different market. I mean, people come from other places. They know realtors. The realtors that refer them here know realtors. A lot of people in our town are realtors that work on the Strip, and being a realtor tends to be sometimes a part-time job. So anyway, a little different here than in other cities. So how much should an agent be saving for taxes per paycheck? This is a good quiz question. How much should an agent be saving for taxes per paycheck? So if you're getting a check today for $10,000, should you save nothing? Should you save 15%, 30%, 45%? What do you think? What is your tax bracket? Let's see. The answer is C. Self-employed individuals must always account for taxes. Aim to pay yourself a regular salary and take out 20 to 30% of that to put toward your taxes. Yes, everybody. 20 to 30% of what that paycheck is. So if you got 10,000, you're going to put, let's say, 2,500 away for taxes. Or let's say you put 30%. Now you have, so now you have the 70%, and here's how perhaps you want to use that 70%. So you save 10% for retirement, 10% for reserves, and 10% for charitable giving or investing. They say charitable giving, but I also think that you should put that 10%, some for charity, some for investing. And then use this we have a planning worksheet to give you to map everything out, and we'll give that to you as well. So and I always tell everybody when Jimmy and I do Be the CEO of Your Life class, which is coming on August 12th, again, I love that class, that you absolutely have to know what your personal expenses are before you can do a business plan. And so everybody make it your assignment to do your personal budget. And if you don't know how to use Excel, learn how to use it. It's so simple. It's just put one column is your category, and the next column is the amount of money. And then just put up there what your goal is. If you make 10,000, you're going to put 30,000 to this. That leaves you 70%. How much are you going to live on of that 7,000, right? Well, according to this, you're going to live perhaps on 3,000 of it if you do the math. Yeah. So can you do that? And if you can't, maybe you need to make 2 deals a month. So that's what I call reverse engineering, as you all know. And I love reverse engineering because that's the way you become successful. All right, so that was our quiz. And these questions might seem simple, but really in practice, they're difficult to master. And like we say all the time, you can have a plan. 10% of it is getting the plan, but the 90% is the execution of the plan. And we all are very busy and deals right and left. It can be tough to master crucial fundamental practices like goal setting and relationship building. But if you are truly building a business, everybody, you have to work on your database. Have to do it. It's just a must. All righty, let's wrap it up. I'm going to go back here, take the solo off. I'm going to come back. I hope you enjoyed that little quiz. I think that it puts things in perspective sometimes when you see things like that. And remember, what's the key to success? It's execution. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed everything. I hope that you go out there, and I hope that you're working hard to make the next, let's see, we got August, September, October, November, December. We have 5 months. 5 months. And we want to feel better, think better, and do better, right? We want to think better, do better, feel better. And how should we work? With energy and passion. And then it's not work, right? It's not work. And if you want to become a millionaire, because why? Why do you want to work hard? Why do you want to achieve your goals? It's because who it will make of you. It's not always about the money. It's about what you become during the journey. And normally it's a better person. It's a giving person. It's a more service-oriented person. I love you all. Work is a blessing. Have a wonderful day. And tomorrow, Jimmy will be here with me. I always look forward to that. Have a blessed day. I love you all. And